Hello and welcome. And yeah, normal service resumes for Chelsea as we lose 2-0 at home to Brentford. Yeah, it's the norm now going into games and expecting to lose that so much so that you just don't feel the pain anymore of a loss. It doesn't annoy you as much because you expect it going into these games, which is quite depressing. Um, but yeah, another shocking display, same as usual. So I'm not going to go too much into that. But one thing that's really grated me recently about Chelsea fans is the sort of support that's been given at times, the negativity surrounding the negativity surrounding the club. It's just really draining. I'm getting like I hear lots of people say like, "Why do you go? Why do you watch the team?" And it's actually just like, I mean, I don't know if a lot of other fans hear this, but it's like, you really sure? You don't choose, like, when you support the club through thick and thin, whether they're winning, whether they're losing. And I go to watch Chelsea Football Club, regardless of what league they're in or how they're doing. I'll always support the team. And yeah, them sort of calls about why do you go and why do you do it to yourself and things like that. It's just like, I'm sorry, but I just enjoy going and supporting my team, whether they win, whether they lose. And tough times like we're going through at the moment, make them wins, whatever it be, games, them special Champions League nights, them trophy wins, even more special because in the moment it is negative, it is bad, it's really depressing, it's sad, if you're a Chelsea fan. But this is football. I'm sure loads of fans of lower league clubs and clubs that don't win trophies or haven't won trophies for 30 years or so want to win. You look at teams like Tottenham as well. I bet they'd bite your arm off if they'd swap Chelsea's trophy run for what they've gone through. They've only won a League Cup in 2008 and nothing since. They want to win trophies. So I just think that attitude is shocking, and it's one that I sort of had to get off my chest because I really dislike it. I goes regardless of how they're doing. I'm going to go and watch them. I can't pick and choose when you support the team. Like it's like the next season, if we start winning games again and we compete, you'll see these people back again. And I'm like, no, it just doesn't rub me, I'm afraid. But anyway, back onto the game. It's like I said, we're going into these games expecting to lose at the moment. I thought we looked slightly better when the likes of Mudryk and Aubameyang came on. I think Mudryk's actually been quite a spark in the last few games. I think he was decent against Brighton. When he come on against Real Madrid, he was direct, he was running at players, and he did the same against Brentford when he come on. So much so that Thomas Frank changed the situation and put two players over there to sort of go up against Mudryk to try and stop that threat. And then we didn't react to that either, which is a bit of the trouble at the moment. I think with Chelsea is we don't react and we're not proactive. I think when Lamps put Mudryk on, he was slaughtering him down that side, and then we didn't sort of react to Thomas Frank trying to cancel that out by putting an extra player up against him. I thought, yeah, looking with a striker was slightly better. Although we still don't create enough chances, and even when we do, we don't look like we're going to ever score. I literally just can't see us ever scoring. I think ironically, the one who looks like he's going to score, most likely to score is N'Golo Kante, just because he's all over the pitch and he gets in all these positions. And that's how bad it's got. But yeah, I think the players are just playing awful. I think a lot of them don't look like they're up to scratch. They look like they're not good enough to play at Chelsea Football Club. And I think that looking towards next season, I think it looks likely that Pochettino is going to be the manager, which, by the way, I think is quite a good uh, person to put in charge of the team. I think there's a lot of youngsters, and like he did with Tottenham, who can nurture them, and I reckon he will get us competing again. My question mark is whether he can go that step further and win a Premier League title or win a Champions League or an FA Cup. That's where I've got question marks, but I genuinely do think he'd get us playing good football, and he can nurture all this young talent that we've got. I think one of the big things he needs to do is obviously trim the fat of the squad. There's far too many players. There's far too many players on big wages and stuff that just need to get out of the club. They don't look like they want to be there. I think that Mason Mount is a key. I think we need to re-sign him. He's going to be a massive player for us, and has been in the last few seasons. All right, he's had a bad season, and all these Twitter trolls have got on his case, but he will be back, and he is fundamental in the success of Chelsea. And yeah, I think that although we're looking at striker, probably a number six. Ideally it'd be someone like Declan Rice. And a keeper, I think we need, because the keepers we got are so hot and cold that I think we need someone who's reliable. Um, but yeah, we need to trim the fat. I think we've got a lot of players in that position, sort of the false nine, the 10, the wingers that we've got a lot of them, but none of them score enough goals, none of them provide enough assists. So I think we need to offload some of them and put a bit of quality there. Because we're not really getting goals from anywhere else. I know we need a striker to score goals, but we're not getting goals from anywhere else on the pitch. When you look at past Chelsea teams, there was goals coming from all over the place from midfield. There was Eden Hazard, you've got Frank Lampard, you've got goals from Iron Robin, Damien Duff, Pedro, Willian, all these past players that we've had. There's not just been strikers from the likes of Costa, Drogba. There's always been goals from all over the pitch, and that's why we've been successful. But yeah, hopefully the quicker the season ends, the better. I think the games against Bournemouth and Nottingham Forest are the ones where we probably look to pick points up, because we're not going to beat Arsenal, Man United, Man City, Newcastle. So they're the games that are real 6 points for us. And relegation is an actual threat. I think we need to pick up points against them to actually stay in this league. And even those games are going to be tough. So yeah, the quicker the season ends, hopefully we can secure our place in the league for next season. And yeah, hopefully next season will be different.